It's the grits, it's the glam, it's the grits, and ooh, you know the glam. It's the grits, it's the glam, it's the grits, and ooh, you know the glam.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome back. We've got lots of things to unpack here on this episode of Grits to Glam.
We truly do. It was a weekend of chaos. Really, weekdays and weekends into chaos, but like a beautiful chaos.
Yes,
if you would.
A beautiful disaster, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I haven't done my BeReal for today. I won't do it right now since we did it last week, but it's okay.
So you're not being real?
No, I was not in the... BeReal has been going off at like the worst possible times where I feel like I'm not ready to be real. Like I'm ready to kind of like be fake because I don't know. Like I'm still being real in a sense, but just like at a later time. Like
right. Like sometimes it's like there's only so many times people really want to see that exact moment if you're doing the exact same thing every single day.
Right. And I think I cracked the code of BeReal. The only reason I really post is to see what other people are being real about. Like I don't really care about putting myself out there. I just want to see what other people are up to. And I guess that means I'm nosy.
Yeah. I feel like I've gotten a lot more BeReal friends lately, so it's like you're really scrolling through.
I know, it's becoming Instagram where it's like, okay, I don't think I want this many people on my BeReal, but
and you can't unfriend people.
You can't? I did see you can delete people or delete posts now, which is good. Because before this, you couldn't delete posts.
Well, I'm only saying that because I accidentally accepted a few. If you're listening to this, it's okay. I'm really sorry.
Like people that follow you?
Well, I was just going through because I accidentally posted my BeReal username on my Instagram, not really thinking about
the repercussions of your actions.
Right. And I had some people my friends add me and I was just going through accepting them and I accidentally accepted people I don't know, which is fine.
Have they posted anything interesting?
No, but I'm always like, wait, who is this?
Right. Yeah, I think we need to figure out a way. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure they're making updates every single day, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So we had a good weekend.
Started out on Thursday, which is too early for me.
We had a bender.
I think I was having such a long day Thursday, like work-wise, where I was just ready to let loose on a school night, and that's exactly what we did. We went.
You just needed a little drinky.
Right. We went to Stassi Baby's event.
Her booby tape event at Delilah. It was beautiful. I do want to talk about one thing that was so funny. So as we're getting there, me and Matt checked in, and then we went and took a picture in front of the little Stassi booby tape thing. And the photographer was there for us. But then when Tristan was coming up to do it, our friends Nick Vial and Natalie Joy were
Nick, aka The Bachelor.
They were walking up
mogul.
so the photographer, the paparazzi, had just went after them, and of course Tristan wanted me and Matt in the picture with him. So we're standing there waiting for the photographer, and
Nope, the photographer chose to absolutely ignore me, which it's fine. It's kind of becoming a running joke when I go to these events that obviously they don't know who I am, but it is funny because I'm hugging all my friends who they're taking pictures of. So they've got to be wondering who is this? But they might just think I'm a super fan, which I am of all of our friends. So it makes sense, but it's just we did get cute photos though, because there was one, I did see someone recording us. And then there was another girl who was taking pictures.
Where do I even find these photos?
I don't know. I never know. We might have to Google.
I tried. Nothing came up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we went to Stassi's event Thursday night. That was a lot of fun.
At Delilah, which is my favorite place.
And it was weird being in Delilah with it being so bright.
Bright and being able to walk around.
Yeah.
Because normally it's
and
a
take
restaurant.
photos in there because you can't take photos in there.
Yeah, that was nice. They had dancers. They had Zach Bia was DJing.
And
Bia was singing, performing, etc. And it was a really great night. I mean, she was passing out, Miss Stassi Baby, of course, close personal dear friend, was passing out the best little chicken sliders, which I can only assume were the Delilah chicken sliders. And these fries that were so good.
They were like McDonald's, but luxury McDonald's, I guess.
Yeah. And the thing I like about our friend group is that we are going to be the ones that are snacking on these items because other people are just looking at it being, oh, that looks so good.
So good, I can't eat it.
We're taking their leftovers. If I could have gotten a to-go box, God willing, I would have.
You should have.
I know.
The funniest though, I was in the bathroom and I was putting on my lip gloss And I was looking in the mirror, and right behind me, all of a sudden, I literally couldn't even keep a straight face. I was like, oh my gosh, Alessandro Ambrosio, that Victoria's Secret angel, was literally right behind me in line going to the bathroom.
Did you say hello?
No, but the funniest thing is when I was literally noticing it was her, Sally Dar and Delaney walked in at the same time, and they literally started laughing because they realized it was her as well. And my face was like, she totally saw. But it is interesting seeing these like models in person and realizing they're about my height.
Yeah. Do you want to be a Victoria's Secret model?
Well, I mean, I think I would have to lose like 2 arms, 2 legs, like lose like half of them, half of each, if that makes sense.
Right.
And then maybe I could do it.
I think you could do it now.
Oh,
Maybe we can do a cute little photo shoot. I really want to do a Grits to Glam calendar at some point. Or we can do a calendar with our friends. I think we've talked about this, but where we all dress up as like different months. Like in the House Bunny, when they did their calendar for their sorority, that's kind of what I want us to do. So, but we could also do that for Grits to Glam. I mean, we can make a calendar for anything. It really doesn't matter. So,
right.
Yeah.
But the party was fun.
It was fun.
We took a lot of photo booth photos. We need to get like a picture album to put all of the photos in because I have so many pictures from all of these events. They're just like taking up space in all my drawers.
The Hollywood photo booth guys, I think, are their names Matt and Matt, or it's something. They both have the same name. And they're the ones that do like the airbrushed photo booths and everything like that. They remembered me because they're like, oh yeah, we had a couple like 100 pictures of you on the photo booth. I'm like, of course,
why not?
Then it's my goal for my birthday next year, my 27th birthday, to have like rent out a really fun space and have those photo booths. But I want like 2 different photo booths because like the lines are too long. So I want one in one location and one in the other.
Wow. So you need Matt at one and the other Matt at the other?
Yes. If that is their names. I need to look it up. Sorry if you guys are
watching.
And there's a photographer at an event we went to on Saturday that I made friends with. Channing stole his camera, and then I also stole his camera, and we were having a blast.
$10,000 camera.
Yeah, but he willingly gave it up to us, and we were having a good time.
All right, so let's keep going, right?
Yeah.
So Friday night, we went to our best friend, our best close friend.
Holy shit.
Nessa Barrett's 20th birthday. Like,
Gatsby
themed
our
favorite girl. We are so close.
Really, like she's such a dear friend. Known her since pre-K. Like, you know, actually just lovely. I did not speak with her, unfortunately, at the birthday, but she looked like she was having fun from afar. So.
Yeah, so we were not gonna go because we were exhausted.
Because we went on a school night, which was the first mistake.
Right. And we decided we're like, okay, 45 minutes before, we're like, let's just go. We're gonna do it, and it was fun. It was very interesting.
It was like a TikToker extravaganza, and like please note that this was her 20th birthday. Like this wasn't like, oh, like I'm 25, like milestone 20th. Like so it's
free alcohol. She had mocktails there. She was totally drinking mocktails.
Totally.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. At all 3 of these events that we went to this weekend, open bars.
Yeah, we didn't have to spend any money.
And so what do you want me to say? Like, of course I'm going to, like, participate in the open bar. Like, I did get some waters, but, like, I'm not just going to get, like, sodas. Like, I'm going to have to participate in the open bar. It feels like a waste if I don't.
Yeah. So that was an interesting birthday, to say the least.
There was so much.
There was so much drama.
Yeah. It was, like, behind-the-scenes TikTok drama that you see on, like, the Shade Room. But, like,
what's the Shade Room?
It's like well, I wouldn't say the Shade Room, but like TikTok Room, and those are like TikTok accounts that post all the drama and like screenshots, and they like are kind of like the reporters. There's this girl named Hannah who I love. She does like a breakdown of a lot of the drama. It's like something that would be featured on her channel.
Oh, I've seen her before, but she makes her stories really quick.
Yeah, so like she gives you everything you need to know in like a quick formatted. But Lord only knows if people got a hold of some of the tea that was happening there. It was just like
we're gonna tell her, right?
It was like I don't know, should we?
I think we should. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, well
we're gonna tell it.
Okay, you can go. Should we want to do it now, or do you want to jump into it?
Oh, I'll jump into it.
Okay, so we're just gonna, I guess, jump right into the tea. We had to do a little rearranging of the set.
Yeah, I was feeling a little trapped over here,
boxed in.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the story. So we're sitting there talking with Noah Beck. Okay?
Which, if you know anything about me, you know he is the light of my life. Like, is such a sweet boy. When he saw me, he was standing on the DJ booth and came right down and gave me a big hug.
He's so kind.
Such a good boy.
Okay, so I guess if some of you don't know, Noah Beck is dating Dixie D'Amelio.
Charlie D'Amelio. Oh wait, Dixie D'Amelio. I was thinking
Don't
of
correct me.
I was thinking of who was involved in the.
So, Dixie D'Amelio's little sister is Charlie D'Amelio.
Right, lovely girl.
Charlie D'Amelio is dating Landon Barker. She used to be dating Lil Huddy. His name is Chase. I'm going to refer to him as Chase because I hate continually saying Little Huddy.
Lil Huddy. Mr. Huddy.
So we're sitting there talking to Noah, and Noah's such a kind little boy, and he was telling us like how he feels like he has to be a big sister or big brother to Charlie because Chase hired or like sent spies to spy on Landon and
At Nessa's birthday.
Charlie at Nessa's birthday. And we were like, oh gosh.
And this was a rumor that we were hearing from a couple people throughout the night.
Yes.
Like multiple people were saying this.
And not even like 3 minutes later, me and Tristan are waiting in line for a photo booth, of course. All of a sudden, we look over, and these two boys are screaming at Landon Barker. I don't even know what they're saying. Me and Tristan are trying not to laugh because, like, we literally...
We're just in line for the photo booth.
And we kept on letting people go in front of us because we kind of wanted to just kind of get all the drama, get the tea for y'all. Basically, don't even know what they're saying, but poor little Ann is just sitting there just taking the hit and just not even responding. And, I mean, it was the most immature, dramatic thing I've ever seen.
Right.
And then, next thing you know, Young Gravy walks down and just gets in the middle of it, starts talking to all of them, has no idea that these people are yelling
He's
at
just
Landon.
such a sweet little guy. I mean, well, Young Gravy, sweet, big guy. Like
Big guy.
Such a big guy.
And then like 2 hours later, those same two guys started screaming at Landon again. I really don't even know what they were saying. Next thing you know, you just see Landon just walking out and leaving. Charlie was still there having a blast, but like the fact that Chase decided that he needed to have his spies there to go and scream at Landon for dating his ex-girlfriend that he cheated on.
Yeah. Like what else are they just coming to report back of like, oh, they were dancing like
and now we screamed at him and then we made him leave, blah 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 blah. Like
all I have to say is Team D'Amelio and Team Beck.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And Team Barker.
Yeah.
But I do like Lil Huddy's song that he released, even though like it's not true. But Lil Huddy sometimes does have some bops. But again, cannot stress enough. Team everyone.
And like I think with all these like TikTokers, like they went straight from just being normal high school students to like thrusted into fame. Didn't really get a chance to like grow up or mature.
Their college experience.
And like it's not a normal college experience what they're experiencing. And I think they just kind of like grew up quickly in some ways and did not grow up in other ways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if I was their age in Hollywood, like I would literally be probably doing the same thing. Like, I mean, I still, like, I don't know. Like,
but I would rather be my age in Hollywood the way I did it than
me too. Yeah.
Them. Because it's like, I feel like they're embarrassing themselves sometimes.
Yeah. I think like, I like being our age in Hollywood, and I think it like became like it was a good time. I was always afraid that like if I would move here too late, then I would be like, you know, I wouldn't have enough time. Like I wouldn't get to do a lot of the fun stuff that you would when you're younger, but that wasn't the case at all.
No.
And so like I just want to give that piece of advice if anyone thinks they're too old to like move, you know, even if you're like literally anywhere from like 20 to 30, like you might think you're too old to like move to start a new life or new chapter.
Age is just
Not
a
true.
number. You're not that like, I feel like I'm so young here, even though I have friends who are married, they have babies, and that we're just in different stages of life, not because of our age, but because of like just what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think if you're surrounded by people who are your age, married and having kids, then you're going to think you're too old to kind of come out here and do it, but you're not.
I will say I do think we were some of the oldest people at her birthday party, besides like the photographers and
Yes.
the, you know, staff that was there.
Yes, we were 100%.
But I had a great time, and everyone is honestly always so nice. Like a lot of these people, I got to meet Young Gravy for the first time that night, and he was such a fun person. And you like the pictures of us, I'm literally hugging him, and I look so little and small. And he could not have been nicer.
And it's so funny, though, because I remember, because I met Young Gravy back in March at a birthday party and talked to him for a while. I had no idea who he was. And then I introduced him to Matt a few weeks later at a party. And then I went and told all of y'all, and y'all literally were like, oh, that's cool. And then when y'all met him, y'all were like obsessed with him. I'm like, yeah, no crap. I tried to tell y'all he's the nicest dude ever.
No clue.
And none of y'all gave a shit when I told you. And now I'm like, told you so.
Well, he wasn't like, I know his songs were popular, but now he's like the it guy. And like, I just knew of his songs now. And I love his songs.
I remember I was in the car playing him all for y'all. And you're like, yeah, that's cool. You met him.
So fun.
That's cool. And I'm like, okay, and now y'all want to raw dog him. So
Well, I mean, he's such a good guy. I would never say a bad word about Young Gravy, and he is just so much fun.
he is fun.
Which
So-
leads us to our. Do we have anything else about Nessa's birthday? I don't
No.
think so. Lots of drama, really fun, Gatsby themed, and I've been craving to go to a Gatsby party, so that's what I really loved about
Yeah.
it. Then the next night, got to see Young Gravy again. Such a great guy again. Like
Yeah.
I showed him the picture of us from the night before, and then we took another one. He kissed me on the forehead. He was just being so fun. He was running around with all of our friends. We went to the
Zila Cremoda launch party, which was fun.
yeah, that was really fun.
But he came up to me and Matt. He was like, "I woke up this morning and look what I found in my wallet." It was our photo booth photo from the
that's
night
so
before.
cute.
But that event was fun. I was pretty tired, but it was fun.
Yeah, I was again not wanting to go because I was just like, I've been pushing myself too much, and I'm just like, I kind of want a night in, and I just decided to go, and I'm really glad I did. And I think like a lot of the times, like more times out of none, like you're not gonna regret going. Like you're gonna have a fun time if all your
Right.
friends are there and you're around them.
Right.
And we made some really fun TikToks. There was another photo booth, which I always love, and the DJ was really fun. I mean, I was having fun, and I mean, it was another great night
Yeah.
and another open bar with espresso martinis.
Yep.
So that's and then, I was upstairs and I ordered. Oh well, I'll tell this first. So we were talking about how I used to work for Nicole Scherzinger. So she was at this party, had no clue until we were leaving. Alexa finds or somehow like goes up to Nicole and says like, you know, hey, like, are you Nicole? And then I hear like from a distance, Alexa and Nicole yelling my name, like while I'm clicking the elevator button to leave. And lo and behold, it was Nicole. And we had just like the best conversation with her about her forming One Direction. She said there's even more behind the scenes clips that we don't know about and that they're not showing. But like justice for Nicole for forming One Direction. She deserves everything in this world and like could not have been sweeter. It was such a great reunion to see her again.
Yeah.
So
I still think it's funny that she was there.
it was so funny. But I think she's friends with David Dobrik because
Yeah.
they've done a video together before. I think
Yeah.
he was like, or she was like one of his biggest crushes.
So when are we
Like,
going to get Nicole on the podcast?
I really want Nicole on the podcast. I think I should have asked her when we were there, but I did text her all the photos of us and was like, hey, love you. So good to see you.
Love you. I hope you post all of these. These look so good.
She's just like such, and it's like really like, I mean, I guess it's not like
was
really.
her boyfriend there?
No.
Oh.
If he was, I would have been so happy. He is
Me
such
too.
a sweetheart. I know you would have. But Nicole was so nice. And I just love it when celebrities are nice. And like, especially like she was my former employer. So like, you know, like she was even nicer. Like,
She didn't have to be.
yeah. And she was so nice to my friends. Like Brooke and Alexa met her. Like by this point, like I was ready to go home. I was like, my eyes are closing. I'm exhausted. Like I need to go. And she just sparked a whole new level of excitement and fun.
Yeah.
So, and then Alexa stole a giant pizza box, an XXXL pizza. It
That was the best thing, walking down and seeing all that pizza.
I was so mad because when I was upstairs, I ordered like $60 worth of pizza and wings to be delivered here. Go down the elevator, 800,000 pizzas sitting in the
Yeah.
lobby. So
Well, me and Matt saw that, and then I made Matt walk home because it's such a quick walk.
why?
Because
You
I didn't
guys
really
are
drink that much that
crazy.
night.
I know. I just like, I love getting in a car. We got in like this little golf cart Uber. It was so scary.
What?
It was like such a small little car. I was like a literal smart car, and there was like 7 of us or 5 of us. Yeah, Alexa had to sit in the front. It was a really small car.
Interesting.
And some other things happened which cannot be disclosed on the podcast due to me caring about our friends. And
Well, I just was not even with y'all basically all night. I guess I have a little story to tell y'all. It's kind of a gross thing.
Oh, is this about your poop?
Yeah. So I have a story to tell. It's kind of a little TMI, but it
Sometimes-
happened to me, and I have to just be vulnerable and tell it.
Ever since we got that one review on the podcast where it said you need to be more vulnerable, you've done such a great job of being
Thank
vulnerable.
I'm like, what else do you need me to do? So I'm literally telling you every story about me.
Talking about her insides,
Yeah. So
her bowels.
maybe that's not what she wants me to talk about, but whatever. So anytime I get a canker sore, I take lysine, which I don't know if this is true, but Matt told me that I could take up to 6 lysine a day because it helps with canker sore. So Saturday, I took 2 in the afternoon and 2 that night, thinking it was lysine. Okay. Before I went to bed, I decided to take magnesium because that's what I take every single night before I go to bed because it helps me sleep, helps my whole body, move things through. Okay, so around 4 a.m. that next morning, I woke up and I used the bathroom about 10 times that morning until I finally realized I took 4 magnesium plus the one that I took before I went to bed instead of my lysine.
And that caused a backup.
No, it didn't cause
called the opposite of a
the
backup.
opposite of a backup. I couldn't eat anything all day. And the worst part about it was we had plans to go to an escape room that night.
And escape rooms, like, you can't go to the bathroom.
And it was an hour and a half long escape room. There's no way. So I had to take Imodium to completely stop me up. I probably had about 300 calories to eat that day. Maybe 200, however much is in that rice that I ate.
Yeah.
But the reason why number one, I was scared that I was getting a stomach bug. And then I was like, oh. But then that morning I was like, oh, I forgot I need to take some lysine. My canker sore is hurting. I go into my bathroom and I looked where my lysine was. And it hadn't been opened yet. So that's when I realized I took 5 magnesium instead of my lysine. I still think it made me really drowsy that night. And it makes sense why I was even extra tired. I think the magnesium is still kind of in my body. I feel like I've been drowsy since Saturday night. It's just been, so note to self, make sure you read the bottles. But this is my issue. My old lysine bottle before I just got this new one was the exact same orange as my magnesium bottle. And that's where I messed up. And the pills are at the same side.
Yeah, that's hard. Every time that's probably one of my biggest OCD thing. I don't even know if that's OCD. It's like one of my biggest, like, I have to check a million times because I'm so paranoid about it, is I check, like, even after only taking 2 medicines every single day for the past, like, year and a half, I will always check the label and the, like, what's on the pill. Like, I'm a psychopath.
Well,
so now you're going to be like me, where you're going to make sure that you check it.
Yeah.
But
well, yeah, I mean, every single day, because I still have a canker sore, I check that I'm taking my lysine and not my magnesium. So
I didn't even know there was stuff like that. Like, obviously I know vitamins and stuff existed, but I never, like, take anything like that, which I probably should. But it's so cool that you have all the regimens. Yeah. But unfortunately, when you mix up the regimens, now you're, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
That's literally what I was. Because there was nothing in my body but liquids at that point.
Pray for Patricia's bowels.
And then when the Imodium stopped me up for 2 days, it's just been...
That's crazy. She was really struggling to eat a leftover piece of pizza from the events we went to.
I was so, like, number 1, dehydrated. Number 2, like, about to pass out on Sunday because I hadn't eaten anything. So, I mean, I ate half of a pizza that night.
And I don't know how you did that because escape rooms, I honestly don't know how we did an escape room after 3 days of going out. And then we did a 90-minute long escape room, which was, like, one of the hardest escape rooms I've ever done.
It was so much fun.
Yeah. Like, the lady told us afterwards when, which she should have told us, like, before. She was like, there's, like, this room can hold 12 people. Okay, we did the escape room with 4 people. Yeah. So, like, and we were only 13 minutes late, which is, like, pretty good for just 4 people when there's supposed to be 12 because there's, like, 800 different missions going on, like, at one time. Yeah. So you have to divide and conquer in groups of 2.
But it was fun. I'm glad we did it.
Me too. I love escape rooms. I think it's such fun. We've, like, done a couple of them on Sundays, and it's such a good way for your brain to just, like, kind of get back into the flow of things before the big Monday.
Make your brain think a little bit.
Yeah. So the escape room was really fun. I don't know if we have anything else about that. No.
Do you want to do our BuzzFeed quiz?
Oh, yeah. Wait. So Alexa made us a BuzzFeed quiz about, are you the grits? Or are you grits or are you glam? That's fun.
Okay. So.
And you'll be able to play this as well. We'll put the link in the description. Yes. But it's really cute and fun.
Okay. The first question is, how do you pay? Cash, Amex Black Card, bartering, Apple Pay.
Okay. Are we going to, like, mutually agree on answers, or are we going to?
I'd say bartering because Matt usually pays for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, like, after I've had a couple drinks in me, like, I'm going to barter. Like, and Matt is going to have to pay for me. And when Patricia has a couple drinks, like, she's also going to, like, advocate for me to get free drinks.
It's time to shop. Nordstrom, Target, Walmart, DHgate.
This is hard because I feel like we shop at all of these. I mean, not really Walmart, but like
because there's no Walmart close.
right. But I would go to a Walmart. Like
I
I'm
love
not
Walmart.
anti-Walmart. Okay.
I think collectively we would say Target though.
Target definitely, but DHgate we're not above getting dupes.
No, we
Like,
aren't.
Yeah,
We
we
aren't.
love it.
Target.
Target.
Okay. Take a shot. Tequila, whiskey, vodka, bourbon.
I
Tequila.
would sooner get hit by a semi truck than ever take a shot of bourbon. Like
That's awful.
so
Yeah, no.
we're going tequila.
We're going
That's
tequila.
our shot of choice.
Go to socials. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, BeReal.
I'm going TikTok.
TikTok.
I love when I go past your room and I can hear you watching TikToks.
I love TikTok. Okay, what are you ordering for the table? Calamari, hush puppies, crispy rice. Nothing. I'm not paying for it. We love calamari.
We love calamari, so I'm doing
calamari. We are Glam.
We got Glam. Okay, Alexa, do you want to read it? Do you want the microphone? Okay, here you go. Hang on.
Tristan and Patricia are Glam. Can't say we didn't see this one coming. You're quiche, but who can blame you? Why spend your money when you can spend someone else's? You like your pumpkin spice lattes freezing cold and your tea boiling hot. Congratulations.
Yes.
I love this quiz. It's so fun.
It's so much fun.
So we will link this down below for you guys to take.
Yes.
And let us know. Comment below if you're watching on YouTube or on our Instagram if you got grits or you got Glam.
Yes.
And,
Definitely. You
know,
could comment on the YouTube, and you also can subscribe.
You all been doing a good job of subscribing.
Yes.
Ever since I've been watching the Morning Toast, and it's been their goal to get 100K, and our goal is like to get 1K.
1K.
But like we're both like they got it today, so I don't think it's unrealistic for us to be able to get to 1K like next week.
Well, I'm going home this weekend, and I'm going to take every one of my cousins. We're doing like a cousins lake trip.
Oh,
I'm going to get on my parents' phone, my siblings' phones, my brother's wife's phone, my cousin's phones, their
I'll
partner's
do it at the bar
phone,
too.
and I'm literally making them get a YouTube account, and I'm making them subscribe.
Oh, also, thank you for your service. You were so brave.
Yes.
Number 2, I wanted to say like no matter if you get grits or Glam, like both are great options.
Yes.
Like it's not like Glam is the right choice. Like on another given day, I could take it and get grits. Just given like my choices.
Right.
So like don't be afraid whichever one you get. They're both amazing.
I mean, Glam was literally bartering money, so like that's
Yeah. So you should be good either way.
yes.
And we
yes.
love you guys to take it.
We love y'all.
So we got so many emails, which I'm loving that you guys are opening up and sending us emails. Seriously.
It's so much fun.
I never thought like we would have a platform where people could like reach out and submit emails. That's so fun. But quickly wanted to say we are looking for kind of an intern. It's a paid opportunity for someone to edit TikTok and Reels for us, like with cute little captions, you know, like for the captions on the video while we're talking, and just so we can like have fun little cute videos to edit. So if that is you or you have experience doing that, send us some clips on YouTube, or if that's something you think you would like to do and you know how to do it, let us know.
Reach
And
out on our Gmail.
yeah, gritstoglampodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
And make sure in the subject line you just put like TikTok editor
Yes.
in the subject. So
we can kind of filter that out from our advice.
from our new advice show.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start off by reading an email for us. Sorry. Okay, so this is from Carson.
Hi, Carson.
Hi, Carson. So it says, hi, P&T. My name is Carson, and I'm just starting at the University of Georgia. Y'all seem so fun and like you pick good people to be friends with. So just wondering how you discern who are the right people to be friends with and really invest time in, and who you just shouldn't waste another second on. If y'all end up answering this question, thank you so much. I love the podcast. Blessings to you and yours, number one Gritster. So I would say like a lot of our friends are very like-minded to us.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like I feel like the ones we've kept around are friends that we can genuinely be ourselves around and like not have to like pretend we're someone who we're not. So I think just kind of like being around people that make you feel like your best self, and you're around people that like support you and are just excited as you are about something.
To hang out, and people who celebrate
Yeah.
your successes. I really like. I think that's just one of my like acts of love, I guess. I don't know if that would be qualified in that, but people who are excited to see you succeed and you're excited to see them succeed, and
Right.
who aren't just like, it's the friends that aren't going to want to be like, I think you want to have a good balance of going out friends and friends that you can go out with, but you can also hang out with like without alcohol. Like you can literally just like chill, watch a movie, sit, like be disgusting and order like Postmates for dinner, or dinner, lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and
just shoot the shit with.
Yeah, and it's
also have like not deep conversations, but like.
I think you want to be like not so surface level with these people. Like you want to make sure that when you are having a bad day, it's someone you can call and explain what happened, and they're gonna be there, and like they're gonna like tell you like kind of
when
how
you're
it
wrong
is.
or like
yeah. Like I'm always like I would love someone to tell me like if I'm being annoying or if I did something to hurt them, rather than like okay, like just not tell me at all and then me not know. And so yeah. I hope that helps.
Yes,
I think it
and
did.
good luck.
Good luck, babe.
At Georgia.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
Except for not really. Just tell your friends not to bark at any of the Auburn fans or Alabama fans, because I've had a lot of Georgia fans bark at me. And one of my best friends, Nick, did go to Georgia, and I love him. He was a cheerleader, so I would never say a bad word.
We love Athens. We love Georgia.
I love Athens.
Don't love the barking.
I don't love people barking at me. Grown men specifically.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. Anyways, okay. We have another email. Do you want me to read this one?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what is it?
It's the hookup culture one.
Okay, hang on. Let me pull it up. Hopelessly. Okay. So this one is from Caroline. Hi, P and T. Love you both and have been loving the podcast so much. Getting your advice would be an honor. Well,
here it is.
You're welcome. I'm in college and absolutely love it, but recently I've been worried I'm not getting the full experience that I should be. Though I'm not totally against it, I have never been one to participate in hookup culture. I'm a very emotional girl, and I feel like I'd get attached way too easily if I were to just be casual with someone. But after some recent conversations, I'm starting to wonder if it's an integral part of the college experience to try new things and put yourself out there more. Would love to hear about your experiences and your thoughts on the whole college hookup scene. Thanks, loves. Keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, I really can answer this one. You can too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I kissed a lot of boys in college, but I was not involved in the hookup culture. I never really cared about that, and I don't think it really changed who I was. I mean, I was a virgin all during college. That doesn't say if you're not, you're wrong.
Right.
Like, but I just felt like I never really, it just wasn't worth it to me just to, hook up with one guy just because all my other friends were doing it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's like ways to put yourself out there that's not like with boys or girls. Like it's possible to put yourself out there without like just hooking up. Like,
right.
I think you find new ways that like kind of like put yourself out there and make you feel like a little bit like, ooh, this is fun and exciting
right.
and new. Like it doesn't have to be just hooking up with someone, but like through doing those other things, you might find someone who you're like, okay, I actually do kind of like, it doesn't have to be a forever thing, but you're like, okay, I kind of like trust this person. I like this person. It's a kind of an elevated hookup because they're actually like someone you trust and know. And
like I get like sometimes it's kind of hard because you're like, okay, well, I'm not really dating anybody, or I'm missing out because, there's not one guy that I really kind of like. But it's like for me, or guy or girl, but it's like for me, it was like sometimes it would be hard and I did get upset because I never really put myself in those situations, but like I'm grateful that I didn't. And now I guess looking back on it 100%, and I don't think I missed out on anything because there's so much more to college than just hooking up. And like, honestly, who wants to hook up some random college boy or girl anyways?
Because you'll look back at them now, like that we're like 27 and 26. Like you'll look back at them now and be like, what the fuck happened to you? Because like that cute guy that you were thinking was like Mr. It boy, like he is not going to be looking the same like years. Luckily for me, I look even better than when I did in college. But like just like a lot of times just think about like you and caring for you, and like those fun experiences are going to come anyway. Like I don't think I did like any like hookup culture things until like literally junior year of college, when I felt like I was like really happy with myself, and like I think that's when you can kind of put yourself out there more and kind of like be the best you for other people.
Right.
And you can listen to your friends drunk like stories about like
and it's fun.
their funny hookups and like kind of live through that and laugh about it in the group chat.
And also, don't fall in the pressure just because you think you're missing out on things. Like,
Yeah. There's so many other things that you can do to like.
Personally,
get
I'd
this fun
rather someone
experience.
take me on a date first.
Take me
before
out to dinner and buy me a martini.
Yeah.
That
Am I just
will-
gonna? Yeah. Why am I just gonna hook up with you just because I saw you at a bar? No, thank
Right.
you. You didn't
make it
deserve this.
popular. No. You need to really treat me nicely,
Yes.
and then we can talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, this is a question for Patricia as it relates to fashion, which I completely understand.
Unfortunately,
Well, I mean, like, it is
I'm
our
kidding.
podcast, and like, I guess she's saying I look like a piece of trash, but no, I'm kidding. So this is from a young lady named Katie. Hello, Patricia and Tristan. I hope you're both having wonderful days wherever you're reading this. Been loving the pod so far. It is fun to listen to, and I feel like I'm sitting there with y'all. I have a question specifically for Patricia. Okay, Katie, whatever. Sorry, Tristan, I still love you. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure you do. Anyway, Patricia, I love your style. Again, like, okay, really, Katie? Like, I think I have cute clothes. Anyway, all right, we'll keep going. Patricia, I love your style. Every time your Instagram shows up on my feed, I swear I'm in all of your outfits. For reference, I'm currently in college, 20 years old, and I feel like I'm finding my style and starting to experiment with fashion a bit more. I would love to know if you have any major fashion inspirations, any tips on how you put together your outfits, or some of your favorite stores. Love you both. Fucking doubt it, Katie. Can't wait to see everything you'll do in the future. Love you, Katie. I'm
Hello,
just fucking
Katie.
with you.
Okay, so I would say with like my fashion, it's kind of definitely evolved since college. I love Zara. I'm not above any sort of budgeting or any sort of like.
Any sort of budget. Funds are unlimited.
No, I'm saying like I'm not above any sort of like. I like to mix very inexpensive with expensive, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of elevates the look. I'm a huge Zara person. I have some of my stuff that I bought at Zara in college as well. And I think when I go to Zara, I kind of look at like a piece that like isn't too much of a statement piece, but is a piece that will like last me through the years.
You have a lot of good jackets.
I do have a lot of good jackets. Thank you. I love like any jacket from Zara, a good blazer, a good leather jacket, a good any sort of like long coat. Also, thank you for saying you love my style. I also love to follow this girl named Courtney Grow. I think she puts together and like very good what's the word?
Inspiration.
Not inspirational, but she puts together really good outfits. And I just would say like really finding basics that you can kind of throw on with every single outfit and mixing things that are, I don't know, not following trends, because I feel like out here it's sometimes hard because all you see are these girls, not in a bad way, wearing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like they're wearing,
It's very
and
like
it's like there's,
streetwear.
yeah, and it's like they don't have any unique style. And I think just kind of staying in your own lane and staying in like what you like to wear. Also, my friend Courtney started a store in Birmingham called Lay Weekend. I would say some of her stuff is expensive, but that being said, I love it. I have a lot of stuff from there. But they post like outfits of the day, like almost every day, and they have some of the coolest clothes, and you can probably find stuff that isn't as expensive.
Like a dupe.
A dupe of that, but look, take an inspiration from them. I mean, I'm still evolving in my style, but definitely I love having just pieces that will last me, and I'm not against or not above re-wearing outfits. I love to re-wear outfits.
Yeah.
Like, why am I going to go buy one outfit, like an outfit and wear it once? So
I agree. Yeah, and you have a lot of like timeless pieces that you can just like kind of mix and match with
Yeah.
other things.
thank you.
I need
Thank
to
you.
get better about my style, as Target blouses aren't really cutting it. I did buy 3 new ones today, but it's just who I am. Okay?
Yeah.
So
And this shirt that I'm wearing right now, it's like one of my absolute favorites. It's from Uniqlo. I'm not really sure how to say it,
I
but
do wanna
they
go try
have
that.
great basic stuff. If you ever want like basic tees, basic tank tops, all of the above. But yeah. Okay.
Cutie. Okay, I think we had one more email to read through.
Yes.
And this one is a long one,
Yeah,
but
kind
it's
of like-
fun.
Need to look at it while you're reading.
Okay, we have one more email to read for you guys this week, and there are a couple more, so if we didn't get to yours this week, we will definitely get to them next week. So, hi G2G, I'm Courtney, and I need a little bit of advice. I have a small crush on my best friend's brother, because why not? Exactly, Courtney.
Exactly.
Here's some backstory. My best friend, let's call her Lauren, is my neighbor, and obviously so is her brother. Her brother's a neighbor. Okay, got it. I'm over at their house all the time. Her brother, let's call him James, is a year ahead of me. I always wonder, like, if these people are just using their real names. And they're like, oh yeah, let's call him this. Like, that's really his name. Her brother, let's call him James, is a year ahead of me in school, but is about a year and a half older than me. James tends to joke around a lot, but when I'm clearly upset, he tries to help me calm down or take my mind off the problem. He's also a big flirt and is on the football team and is Mr. Popular and all that. Wow, this sounds so exciting.
This is like a movie.
It really is giving me some Right Turn Pretty vibes. Anyway, now with the advice. I can't tell if he likes me or if he's just a flirt and sees me as a sister because their whole family sees me as family. The other day, I was on FaceTime with the younger sister, and she left the phone with him to go in the bathroom. Wow, the tension there. I love that. That day, I was having a bad day, and I guess he could tell because he asked me what was wrong. I told him I didn't want to talk about it, and he understood. So for the rest of the time we were talking, he was making jokes and faces to try to make me feel better,
Aww.
which worked. He is such a good guy. I would never say a bad word about him. Then the next day, I was at their house. Lauren and I were in her room, and James walked in and started chilling with us. Lauren started talking about her BF, and James turns to me and says, if Lauren and her BF go to the movies, we should go too and chill and watch them. Ooh. And I don't know if he meant that like as a date thing or just like a thing to annoy his sister. I know it wasn't him trying to be protective, because he's not protective because he likes the BF. Also, whenever I sit at the table or couch, he sits next to me, and usually it's close. Oh, you guys are the tension there. So I guess the advice I need is, how do I know if he likes me, and how do I playfully flirt with him without being too obvious? Okay, another mini advice thing. I want to request to follow him on Instagram, but a few months ago, he was annoyed that a bunch of girls in our grade were following him on Instagram. So now I don't think I should follow him. I tend to overthink a lot of this, so it might not be a big deal, but I don't know. Anyway, I love y'all. You guys are so funny. Thanks for making the podcast. Also, thanks for taking the time to read this. Love, Courtney.
Okay, so my first initial thoughts. Number one,
Courtney, this is a movie.
This
I'm
is a
so
movie.
happy for you, by the way.
for sure, follow him on Instagram. He's totally bringing that up to you because he wants you to follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, he's like, why the fuck is Courtney not following me on Instagram?
Number two, like I have an older brother. He wouldn't just hang out with you and his younger sister and you just for no reason. I would say
Right.
and clearly I think he's probably feeling the same way as you, being like, okay, well, this is my little sister's best friend. Our families are so close. I don't want to like ruin anything, especially if she doesn't like me back. I think you just kind of subtly start like playfully flirting with him as well. So he can kind of get the sense that you are.
It's like all about the little things that you do. I saw this one TikTok the other day, and there's a power of like saying someone's name after you say, like, if they do something little for you. If it's like, if I like go fill up your water cup, Patricia, and then I come back and you say like, thank you, Tristan. Like if you say their name directly, like there's something about it that makes them like think about, okay, that was way more personal than being like, oh, thanks, like whatever. And so I don't know, ever since I've been thinking of that, I just like listen to other people and how they say things or like they say thank you or anything like that. And it doesn't even have to be like a flirting way, but it can be acknowledgement that like it's more personal than just like
just being like, oh, thanks.
Like complimentary. It's like, oh no, like thank you, like you are, like I love you.
Yeah.
P.S. I love you.
I love you. But yeah, I think you totally just kind of start flirting with them, see where that goes. And I think your friend would not care if like,
I don't know. I try to put myself in the position because it's such like a movie story that it feels like it's been done before. And like sometimes the sister could have like a bad reaction and be like, you know, I don't want you to like him to take you away from me. Like I love our relationship, but like it's going to have to happen if you really like him and you think he likes you. But I would start doing those other things first.
Yes. I mean, I dated two of my brother's best friends. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you told me that.
And both of them were in my brother's wedding. So no love lost there. Besides my love lost for the boys. But
right. To all the boys I've loved before.
Right. So I think just like just like feel it out. I mean.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to just like, and then just like find out the things that they love and maybe do a couple little nice like acts for them, like, you know, in the next few weeks and kind of just like play around and just be flirty and fun and be your normal self, because it's obviously that he likes you.
Right.
the way
Like
you
he
are.
literally would not be hanging out with y'all, especially like you said, he's Mr. Popular. He's a big football star. Like
He wants to marry you.
he wants to marry you and
wa-
he loves you. He
You're-
wants to kiss you.
and move into a big house with
and
you.
have your babies.
It
Anyway.
seems like you're like set up for success, and at the end of the day, like if not, it can just be a fun way for you to figure out like, okay, how do I flirt and how do people react to me
Right.
flirting? And like, you're still in that like beginning stages of like,
I'm so jealous. It's so fun.
yeah, it's so fun. So have fun with it and don't take it too seriously, and don't
Overthink it.
yeah, I overthink everything and every move people make, and it's like, and just like my general like self, I
Every
overthink.
step you take.
Right, you were like a pop star today. I love it.
Every move you make.
I don't want to get
Every
copyrighted.
single day.
Cut it.
But yeah, first step, follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, and then start sending him like funny memes that remind you. Like send him TikTok, send him like memes like that remind you of him. Like not too much.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like,
Don't give him too much because you don't want him to be like, oh, she's obsessed with me, blah, blah, blah.
and don't respond right away, but don't take too long to respond.
Yes.
Like you need to like make sure like you're not trying to like play it cool, but like you're not going to be like, okay, he texted like I need to respond in like 15 seconds. So you got to just like kind of give it a little bit of leeway.
Right. Kind of make him wonder a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to make the first move at all. So
No, I think you need to be the strong girl boss
strong
here.
woman that you are.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, keep sending us emails.
We love reading these emails, guys. Thank you so much for
Yes, and we will get back to like some of the ones that we haven't responded to. We kind of were a little unorganized in our Gmails, and we've forgotten who we responded to and who we haven't. So we promise we'll kind of get back to those.
Please keep subscribing on YouTube. We're about to hit 1K, hopefully. And then rate, review, subscribe us in the podcast store, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, anywhere where you listen to our podcast. We should be there. And if we're not and you want us there, let me know and I can put us there. And yeah, leave comments, reviews, let us know, like, any other kind of advice, questions you want us to ask us, or just if like, you need just somebody to answer a question that's not one of your friends, we got you. We're your friends.
We got you.
You can do that at gritstoglampodcast@gmail.com. And then also remember, if you're a TikTok editor, hit us up.
Hit us up.
Same email.
Yep. All right. We love ya.
Bye, Gritsters.
Bye,
Love you guys.
Gritsters.
It's